Hi everybody, I'm Carolyn Crusoe, and this is the second in a series of ukulele basic ukulele tutorials. So we're going to pick up where we left off after the first one, and I want to revisit the tuning, okay, because that's important. You can't really play your instrument if it's not in tune. So we talked about using the snark tuner, which is a great device. I just want to go into that a little bit more. So if I'm plucking my G string here, and I've got my tuner on, and I see, again, that my string is a little flat, that means I need to tighten the string. So that means on these tuning pegs right here, up closest to the ceiling, that means I'm gonna have to turn it towards me. You'll be able to hear that. See how it went flatter? Now, if I wanna make it tighter, I turn it away from me like this, away towards. Now look at that screen, and when the green arrow goes right up in the middle, it's in tune. And you want to make sure that it just says the letter, not a pound sign or a small case B, because that would be you'd be tuning it actually to a different note, a half step lower or higher than what you really want, and that would be confusing. So make sure it just says G, no pound sign, no little b. So then when I go to these strings over here, because the strings come up the center and then on this side they curve that way, on this side they curve that way, we have to turn them the opposite direction. So when I pluck my good cats eat, my E here, and if it were sharp and I wanted to loosen it, I'd actually have to turn it away from me this time to loosen it, the opposite direction that I had to turn these. So after a while you get used to that, you don't even think about it. In fact, thinking about it is more confusing than actually doing it. But in the beginning, it's important to know that. And it's best to pluck with your right hand, look at the screen, tune with your left hand, while you can still hear what the note sounds like, so you can hear what the effect of me tuning this is doing to it. And you can also watch the screen. So you're using your ear, but you're just using the screen to help you zero in on the fine tuning, so to speak, of it all. So now you've got your instrument in tune. Let's talk a little bit about strumming. We didn't get to that in the last one. So let's go to that first chord that we learned, the C. Again, you're on the first string closest to the floor, third fret. Use your third finger, your ring finger. Remember, first finger is your pointer, middle finger is 2, and third finger is your ring. So we're using the ring finger, first string, third fret. And you just take your hand, and your hand naturally just wants to be like this, right? That's where your hand naturally falls. So you're gonna let it stay like that. You're gonna take your pointer finger and just pull it out a little bit more, not pointy, not like making it straight, but just a little bit less curled than the others. And the other fingers can curl in just a little bit more. And your thumb is like this. You might even wanna sometimes put your thumb and pointer together. We're gonna take the back of that index finger and we're gonna just lightly stroke these strings from the ceiling down. Again, where the neck reaches the body. And if you want to do that really carefully, you can just go one string at a time. You can do a little faster. Right? And then you're strumming. That's your downstroke. On the way back, take the little pad of your finger and go up. First string, second, third, fourth, a little faster. And you don't have to dig into those strings. You don't have to, not necessary. You can strum them pretty lightly and still have a pretty loud sound there. Or a very quiet sound as well. And that's your general basic strumming. You can strum just all downs. See how my wrist is moving? Comes from the wrist, not really from the elbow. A little bit from the elbow, but mostly from the wrist. My hand is going up and down, even though I'm only touching the strings on the way down. And I can also go touch them on the up stroke. So down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. I can do all ups. That's our basic strumming, and I can do that on a C chord. We can review our chords. A minor, fourth string, middle finger, second fret. Leave that finger there, add your pointer, F. Pointer's on second string, first fret. Leave your pointer where it is, put middle and ring on second frets, down, up. C, change to A minor, change to F, and change to G7. All right, that's the end of section number 2. Stay tuned for section number 3. Thanks so much, and looking forward to seeing you soon.